Previously on the Lineage of Moonreach. We found some gnomes in the mining tunnel. The leader of them introduced himself as Quinn. We followed Quinn and his group to a little underground city of sorts, where the gnomes were holding up and keeping safe with their elemental guardians, watching the mines, the entrances for them. I healed some of their wounded. We got some rest, and I found a ritual book with some old druidic in it. And that's where we left off. The D20 Syndicate presents The Lineage of Moonreach.
Okay.
Welcome back, guys.
Yeah, welcome
to
back.
writing with my left hand.
I have relinquished hosting duties from Seth to tell you.
Hi.
I'm scared. Seth, can you take over?
Yeah. Okay. So welcome back. This is this is part 2 of the episode you were listening to earlier this week, and because of that, we're going to kind of brush over this section where we all chat and stuff like that. We did a ton of chatting before the beautiful bean footage was rolling. So now we're just going to jump right into it and not be funny anymore. So without further ado, let's.
Donnie is Donnie.
And now you're fired.
Our genre is comedy. We got to be funny somehow.
Somebody make a fart noise.
We'll do it later.
Boop.
Procrastinating.
Is that a fish
fart? That's how I fart.
Fish fart.
Okay, that's gonna be a
this is
super
thrilling
noise.
stuff.
Nobody's
Oh, boy.
they're gonna immediately. If I was listening to this at home, I would have thrown my
I
computer.
just got a
away.
car with a new Bose sound system. Time to crack this bad boy open.
This cannot
This is
be
the
our
farting
podcast. Do it over. Okay.
All of it?
No, that was good. That was perfect.
It was
It was perfect.
Yeah.
I'm
It's
even
done.
keeping in us talking about whether or
Let's
not we
just
should
not
do it over.
let's
and
just not lead with the farting, or the pooping, or whatever that was.
The
Everyone
title of
does
the
it.
episode is Fart Noise in parentheses.
I would like
So
it
just
to go
P's
on
and
record
F's.
that I did not make a fart noise because I'm
You've been silently
Polite.
farting over there the whole time.
because that's how I fart very
It's
quietly.
light mist.
It's heavier than that.
Oh my god. Real life. I used to refer to farts as fluffs when I was a kid because that's what my mom had me and my brother call them.
That's a really Pinwin story.
Fluffs. Yep.
Your Pinwin.
Anyway, we started chatting instead of going right into it.
We weren't going to do that this time.
Damn it! You've ruined the podcast. All right.
Oh, shit.
Just delete it all, Tomas. Delete it all.
Drop the bomb.
All right. So we left off with Hirstag having found his ritual druidic book. You guys don't know any of this yet. Pinwin, you're waiting in the hallway for an approach by Quinn.
Hirstag just walked right past you.
Yeah.
I did say hi.
Yeah, and I did too, and then I was like, oh, he's going. Okay, bye.
And then, so To'marr and Gorbel, what are you two doing?
Well, Gorbel was going to go with Pinwin.
Yeah.
For the time being, I'm going to find some gnomes to bust some stones.
Very neat.
What does that mean?
We're going to jerk off in a circle together. It's a dwarf and a bunch of gnomes.
Oh, is that the dwarven term for that?
Yes. That's canon.
Nice.
Busting
stone. I'm learning so much about
my
stepped out of the
culture.
world.
It's like busting a nut, but the fantasy version.
It's like getting your rocks off.
No Stone November.
No stone unturned, that's for sure.
Anyways.
Anyway, so yeah, you guys are doing your own little myriad of responsibilities. You're working with these gnomes to bust some stones, and Gorbel, you're hanging out with Pinwin out in the hallway. So To'marr, you start collecting and gathering these people together, and finally Hirstag returns. He walks past you two again, and wanders back in there. He looks pretty pleased with himself.
Hi, Hirstag.
Oh, hey there, Pinwin.
How's it going?
Pretty good.
What have you got there?
Yeah, where'd you go? That was weird.
I have this neat book now.
So you just, is this a thing you do? You just go places and get books?
I don't know. I just felt compelled to go and look in that room over there.
Were there other books there?
Did you find a library?
I only found one book. I mean, we can go check it out if you guys want to.
Were you looking for a book?
No, I was just looking for why I was compelled to go into that room.
Is it a good book? Are
I'd
there
say.
funny pictures?
There's this one.
Lindsey,
And I show you a page that does not have any pictures on it. There's just words that you don't understand.
So he opens the book, and there's just a bunch of symbols that look like gibberish.
You're not going to tell him you found it inside a tree? Because that's kind of interesting information.
I told him I found it.
I know what I'm about.
This is all deliberate.
Oh, that's interesting.
I know, right?
Looks like a pretty good read.
Yeah, you want to read it? It's
Well,
only a
can you
few
read
sentences.
this? Can you read
I don't read that gibberish.
I'm still set on the fact that Gorbel doesn't read. There's never been an on-screen quotation where Gorbel's reading shit.
It's going to come down to like a really intense.
It's like, quick, Gorbel, read it! We're gonna die!
the password!
Gorbel's like,
I don't know how!
fine, I can't! I can't read!
I don't think it's ever going to get to a point where she admits one way or the other.
All right, Seth, that's a challenge.
I know what I have to do now.
Yep.
It's dusty. I can't see past the letters.
Mohaba. It says, welcome to Snake's Bend!
I knew that. God.
For the record, Pinwin can read. He just likes pictures.
Oh.
Pictures?
Stop! Pictures!
I imagined that the spells inside of the book are those written in Druidic too. Because that would be
Yeah.
sweet.
Yeah.
So
No one else can read it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like your diary.
Yep. My Druid diary. Okay.
Yeah, because that sounds
Yeah.
cool. Like Druid Diary.
Druid journal sounds better,
Yeah.
but not by much.
Journal.
My Druid diary.
Yeah, guys, this is my Druid journal. This is where I'm going to keep all my ritual spells. That's it. That's all I was doing.
Cool. It's pretty
Maybe
cool.
there's more books in there. Maybe you guys could all have your own little diary.
I don't think I need one.
That sounds kind of fun.
Not because I wouldn't know how to
Wanna go
use
look?
it, but I just don't.
Maybe. But I think I'm
My bag is
supposed to
kinda
train
full.
people.
Oh, are you busy?
I think
We're all
so.
supposed to be doing something.
Yeah, probably.
Right. Okay, we can do that.
But before we go, definitely the library. Definitely want to do the library.
You do want to go check the library?
Yeah, but not right now because we have work to do, I think.
Oh, you mean before we... Okay.
Before we leave, like, forever, if we're leaving forever.
I got you
Which
now.
I think we'd leave. I don't think we're staying forever. Are we staying
I would like
forever?
to stay forever.
But I'll never get to see Lance shine. He's doing so good.
Or Gorbel, because I don't think she likes it here.
I don't. I would kind of like to go kill those soldiers and get the fuck out of here.
That's fair. That's fair.
Got somewhere to be. All right.
Not underground.
All right, let's get her done.
Not with that voice.
I don't know
Hirstag,
who
the
the
cable
fuck
guy.
you are.
So, Hirstag, you enter back into the little makeshift community there, and you can see that To'marr has gathered some of the gnomes, and they're looking like they're going over some plans. On the other side of it, To'marr, you guys are trying to figure out the best way to get this shit together. You want to share something with the class?
Ain't nobody treat me better. That's it.
What?
That wasn't even a joke. That was just a song.
Gnome buddy.
Oh. One experience.
No.
My brain enjoyed it a lot.
Gimble, Pidgey, where's some weak stone that we can break down to get out of here?
We're on it. And they
going, Pidgey.
run off. Gimbal and Pidgey, is that the name?
Yep, no names.
Fair enough. All right, it's canon now. So you see him scuttle off.
Let's call him Pidge. That way we're
Especially
not in
Pidgey.
conflict with Pokemon at all.
I think he'll be all right. It's spelled Pijy. And Hirstag approaches.
Me?
Yeah.
Where?
Why?
Why am I going over there?
Why would he do that?
Oh, I thought
They're
that's
supposed to
weird.
go
He
to the
talked.
soldiers.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you re-entered.
Are they sending soldiers our way to come with us?
Eventually, yeah.
gnome
But you're,
soldiers?
Well, you're
We're
supposed
just
to
waiting?
Yeah, that's where you guys were waiting for that.
Yeah, I walked past. I walked past Pinwin on the way to find my little book. Then I came back. Because me and To'marr had already talked.
Okay, I thought you were
He
saying,
was
'cause
like,
when you said have somewhere
you
to
go
be, I
with-
thought
you
you were
go with-
saying...
yeah.
Okay. All right, so
we're gonna
you're...
go deal with the whole river
Okay,
thing.
yeah, so you guys are waiting out there.
Tomar's the lone wolf. He does everything alone.
Except he's in a room with like
Pidgey and
hundreds
Gimble.
of gnomes.
So they come running back with some stone, and they set it in front of you. What do you want to do with it?
Do you have like a wheelbarrow or something? Minecart? We need a lot more stone than this.
We got a fuck ton of minecarts out there.
Alright, take me to it. Well, I will help you break the stone, because I'm not just going to wait around.
All right. Where
Are you the strongest two that are here?
I mean, we're all about the same. I think
Okay.
some of our strongest are still up there fighting.
Okay, that's fine. I will do the heavy lifting. Maybe you guys can hammer some weak points or something.
Oh, we're on it. Yeah,
Alright.
we know how to hammer stone.
Is it very complicated?
I just mean, we've worked in the
Enough
mine.
gibble. Alright, jeez. Let's go.
I'm Pidgey.
I'm sorry, you look exactly the same, so...
Are they
He's got a mustache.
Oh, yeah, he does. Okay.
It's a little light dusting,
Sorry,
but
I'm
it's
wearing
there.
goggles. It's-
That's understandable. No harm meant, no harm taken, no offense. We're all friends here, working towards a common goal.
Exactly. Well, let's go.
All right, let's go.
Please don't chronicle me getting stoned, because that can't be terribly interesting, unless we get attacked.
So you guys go and you
Get
the-
attacked.
get the stone, and they lead you to a room, kind of an offshoot room that it looks like it's almost like a boneyard for broken mine shafts or mine carts. So there's about 10 busted up mine carts in here that could be serviceable in some form.
Alright, we can link these together with some rope. I have some rope here.
Okay.
Link as many together as possible. And then we can push them all at once. Is
Okay.
that cool?
Yeah, that's real cool. Let's get started on it. So go ahead and let's just do an intelligence roll for constructing this simple mechanic.
That was natural 1.
Well, luckily these guys know a lot about things. So while it looks like shitty, because
I just helped draw the picture. Okay?
you like stand at the entrance and look around like I don't know what to do.
Well, just tell me how to use the tools I have, and then I will fashion something.
All right, so they under their direction, you're able to make a semblance of something. You're able to get about 4 carts with like some of them are missing some wheels, but altogether it works, and get them out the door and tied together, and maybe it'll be okay.
Cool.
All right, so
Fuck. How big of chunks are you getting of the stone?
I don't know.
I forgot to tell you something before you left.
well, it's too late.
Good job.
All right, so back to you 4 out in the.
I guess Zyko could have been helping us.
Well, he was standing out there with them.
He's not going to be of any help over there.
That's not true.
He doesn't have ranged attacks.
But he's
Motivation.
tough as nails, and I'll teach him to be tough as
Yeah,
nails.
he'll just stand there tanking arrows while you guys shoot at the bad guys.
Anyway, so eventually a couple of gnomes show up.
We're up to no good. Gnome good.
God damn it.
Sorry. Keep
We
going.
need to stop the the pun of gnome.
Yeah.
No, it's way too easy.
No more
We could stop.
puns.
I think Up to Gnome Good is a
We
good
could.
episode name.
All right, so two gnomes walk up to you guys.
Two gnomes walk into a bar.
Derailing.
Railing on a minecart. Oh,
Get up.
sorry. That was
You.
nice.
They walks up to you. Sorry, lost my train of thought there. And they have bows slung over their shoulders, and one's holding an extra bow. Does anyone need an extra bow?
Zyko?
Yeah.
You any good with a bow?
Not sure, but I'm definitely willing to try.
That's the spirit.
Will this be your first time with the bow, Zyko?
Not my first, but
When's the last time you shot an arrow?
what year did I meet you?
How do you feel about breaking rock?
Not particularly. What do you need?
Would you feel like helping To'marr?
Well, I definitely could if that's what you guys want. If you don't want my help with killing the soldiers, definitely go help To'marr.
It sounds like it's gonna be pretty dangerous.
It's your call. It's your call.
If you haven't been around a bow and arrow for a little while, maybe you should hang back.
All right. I'll go find.
I always feel like I have to be the one to crush his little dreams.
That's because everyone else is nice to him.
I'll do it for you. Get out of here, Zyko.
Just go.
Go help Tomas. Get on, get.
I never loved you!
And he sadly shuffles away.
Oh, man.
Do we have to not give him a
No,
bow?
He's fine. He just.
A prompt pops up, so I will remember that.
No, he just walks off to go find To'marr. But yeah, they. So who'd like this other bow then? How about you? He looks at you, Hirstag. No? Well, we got an extra bow then.
Throws into a fire.
Don't need that anymore.
Fire's better than Zyko.
Just
I
keep,
guess let's just take it along,
Yeah.
just in case.
just
All
keep
right.
it in case you snap one of your bowstrings.
All right. Well, do you guys know how to get there?
No, man. We kind of figured you would know.
Oh, I do. I just wanted to know if you did.
And this is our first time
We're
here.
going there together, right? What does it matter if we know how to get there?
Well, I just wondered.
Oh.
Wait, where?
Just
where
mind
are we
mind
going?
your steps. When
Practice, right? I'm teaching them
Teaching them what?
how to do bow and arrow. Wasn't that a thing?
I think
I think that's the thing
No,
you said.
I did.
I think it
kinda
was
say
mentioned.
that because they aren't super martially trained. That
No.
They're
but
not great
I
with
was
those.
implying that they could learn from watching you while you're fighting them. You know.
Oh,
Yeah, not actual classes.
shit.
Time we're
Well,
You could
training
teach them
they've
classes.
already, like,
Fine.
built a bridge over the river.
Zyko talks like this the
He-
rest of the time. Just kidding.
Pinwin or Zyko?
Oops, Pinwin.
Who am I?
Pinwin already had lessons plans and everything set up. That's okay.
All right, so they lead you guys to the left out of this passage. You guys hook left and head up a little ways, and you can actually see it's in that darker path that you basically ignored in that fork, but you're heading right down into it. The gnomes turn on their little goggles that glow, and
We have them too, right?
you do. And then Pinwin has his, but Hirstag, well, you have dark vision, so you're all right. But they kind of lead the way. You can see their light kind of hitting the walls and stuff like that. And you guys get to a larger opening area, and off in the distance you see a ton of like massive wooden slats that have been put up and guarded against and warded, and it just says "Do not enter the bleak place beyond" on this, and that's way up ahead, about like 500 feet. But off to the right is another path that you guys can see. So,
Is that the bleak place?
yeah, that's the bleak place. We don't want to go in there, though. As you can see, we've tried against letting people in there. As every single one of us has a story in our family of someone down the line of having gone off down there and plumb never returned. So, I think it's best if we stay on the straight and narrow, and that's the path to the right here.
All right, I don't see the appeal, but let's keep going.
Fair enough. And they head on down, hook right, and they stop. Oh, shit. Shite. This isn't good.
What?
I'll be right back. And
What?
the guy runs off, leaving you with one of the gnomes.
We only had 2?
Yeah. The other gnome, turns and looks, shrugs his shoulders.
I'm not sure what that was about.
Yeah, that was kind of a weird reaction.
A few moments later, the gnome returns. Sorry about that, guys. I got this thing that if I get nervous, I gotta empty my bladder. I just it's something, and I apologize. I didn't say anything before, but yep, that's how it goes.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, just give us a little warning next time, maybe.
All right, I can do that. Yeah, for sure.
Just say, I need to go do my business or something.
Or we could be more
Well,
efficient.
it was-
You could have a call, wah, and then
Why does
we'll
Pinwin
know.
sound weird? Why does Pinwin sound like that?
What do you mean?
But it was urgent. It was real urgent. I had to go. Didn't really have time.
You know what we don't have time for right now? Talking about your
No,
your
you got
bathroom break.
That's a good point. Let's carry on. Let's get on down the road. Let's go. And they continue on. Eventually, you guys come down to the end of this tunnel, and you can see that it is a large opening, big large opening, and there is a turbulent river running down the center of this cavern. You can see that it starts somewhere deep in the walls and goes somewhere deep into the walls, but it divides this room in half. And far on the other side of this river, you can see a couple of tents set up, and you can see a few soldiers milling about. Though it seems like possibly, because of how long you guys have been here, they might be sleeping right now.
Can you guys tell how many there are?
Go ahead and roll perception.
That's pretty good.
25.
26?
10.
So her question was very valid. She, you're not able to see very well. You're still getting used to these goggles. Bright light is still very bright, and you can see from the torch lamps, or the torches that they have set up, the soldiers do, that it kind of obscures your vision. You'll actually have to remove your goggles, and you're seeing some extra effects there. You two can see that there are 5 soldiers that are currently awake and walking around. It seems like the rest might be asleep or somewhere else. The river itself is extremely turbulent, as I mentioned, but it's also very loud. It fills the entire chamber with the sound of its rushing. It's rushing from somewhere to somewhere, and it's massive. Like I said, it's 50 feet across, so it's, for a subterranean river, pretty big, especially for the current to be that strong. You can even smell some of the fresh water coming off of it. It doesn't smell like murky or brackish at all. It smells pretty fresh.
So it's 50 feet across.
Mm-hmm. And they're about another 100 feet past that, and it's about 100 feet in front of you.
Are there any large rocks in the river?
In the river itself, no. There are no large rocks.
So
there are
just
rocks.
pure water.
Yep, it's pure water.
Okay.
Perhaps deeper down there is, but nothing that you can see.
Okay.
Before we do anything, I don't know if this would work, but I just realized I have this as a cantrip, and I want to use it if I can. Can I use message while they're sleeping? Would they be able to remember any message or anything like that?
If they're sleeping,
Yeah.
well, what are you trying to do?
There's 5 awake ones. I'm gonna, or I guess maybe it'd be suggestion. Try and see if I can pretend to be like some kind of higher being or something. I'll use prestidigitation too. and try and convince them that they're fighting for the enemy, which is true, and that they need to leave or they will die.
I mean, you can definitely try.
Okay.
Okay. So, what's the range on that?
For message, 120 feet.
Okay, so you have to get closer.
Really?
Yeah, they're 100 feet. So it's 100 feet to the river. The
They'd be
river's 50
150
feet.
feet.
250 feet away from where you are now. And then they're on another 100
So
feet
I'd have
away.
to get through the water? Mm-hmm. Never mind. Okay. Well, what? On my foot?
Yeah.
Yep, so
Okay.
take that out.
So we've got a few options. If you want to just start firing, we could try to lure them near the edge,
I mean,
which is probably where they'll go if they're trying to fight you guys with bows or anything. Then I could teleport over there and try to knock them off the edge. Or I could teleport you guys one at a time over there, and we could fight them, toe to toe. But that's a little bit risky.
I mean, we should have taken some people who were a little bit better at, hand-to-hand combat
Yeah,
rather than range.
I didn't know that we were only getting 2 gnomes to
Hey,
go with us.
Gnome. What's your name?
My name is Vinna.
Vinna?
Yeah.
Vinna, how do you normally get across this river?
Well, we don't normally try to cross the river. Normally, we go the other route, but that's the one that's sealed by the door and the elemental.
But you can get around the elemental.
Yeah, but on the other side is the soldiers. They're on the other side of that door.
Well, have you guys got any suggestions here?
No, I thought that's what you guys were doing.
Or I can put us all in a watery sphere and carry us across, most of us at once.
I mean, most of us are ranged, so it'd probably be better to stay farther.
But that's what I was thinking. We could try to just start a long-range combat here.
Mm-hmm. And draw them closer, and
Yeah.
then maybe I can try my... Yeah?
Worth a try.
Yeah.
The range on my crossbow is only 120. So they're going to have to get pretty close
We'd
to
have to
that.
make some kind of loud noise to draw
I
their
have
attention over here.
150. Okay.
Yeah, I
I
think-
don't think I have a spell for loud noises, which is crazy. Wait,
And
I
that
have minor
prestidigitation,
illusion.
and yeah.
That would make your voice louder.
Minor illusion?
Prestidigitation, you could make your voice louder and call them over. I'm pretty sure.
It says the range is 10 feet.
That's just where the effect is.
Okay.
Minor illusion can just create a sound, though.
Yeah.
Can it make a sound?
Yeah, I can create like a...
either an image or a sound.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was... Okay. Yeah.
What kind of
Okay.
sound are you going to make?
We just need a noise so they know we're over here.
Something that's not going to be suspicious, something that's going to make them come towards the water. Maybe something sounds like it's in the water. Hell, we could even just throw some rocks in the water.
Or just shoot them.
I can't shoot from that far.
Shoot in that direction. Maybe it'll bounce off a wall.
Oh, man. Okay, so maybe I'll have someone, like a voice from the water that's yelling, help? Help me.
That's good.
Do a very masculine voice.
Oh, right, because they're all masculine. Okay, how about
And
this?
do your
That's it.
That was really good.
Okay,
That definitely
perfect.
sounds like a drowning soldier.
All right. Okay, so I will cast Minor Illusion.
All right.
And in the water is going to be a voice exclaiming, help me! Help me! Help! Help! Oh, oh.
So you guys hear this deep-voiced help coming from the water. And it definitely sounds like somebody who might be drowning. And the soldiers notice this. And the 5 soldiers look around at each other and they rush towards the water. Some of them start taking their armor off. And
Oh, wow.
and trying to get ready to
They just lowered
leap
their
in.
AC.
And they get up to the edge of the river, and you can see them looking around.
Ready, boys?
Do they see us over there?
They're focused solely on the river.
How close are they to each other?
They're all with it. They're pretty close. They're like within 5 feet of each other. Like they're all kind of smashed and they're trying to help.
Ooh, okay.
I'm going to teleport behind them.
Oh,
That's...
dude.
Hold on, how are we going to shoot them if you're right behind them?
Yep.
You won't need to shoot them.
The one time I can use a spell when people are not
Or you
in
can do it.
range.
You just gotta say it first. What do you want
I've
to do?
been trying to do that for like ever because I don't know.
Well,
have
I mean,
multiple spells.
Hirstag teleported without saying to you guys that he's teleporting. So
Yeah.
you could still do the thing that you were going to do.
What
I
were you
can't.
gonna do?
Why? You don't know that he's teleporting.
What would
hurt him.
What would
That's his fault.
Pinwin? What would Pinwin do right now?
Yeah, what would Pinwin do?
If I didn't know he was teleporting, I'd use one of my spells that affects multiple people
but you
in
don't
a
know.
range.
You don't know he's teleporting.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah,
Okay.
if I just
So
teleport all
don't
of
use
a sudden.
meta knowledge, just do the thing you were going to
Okay,
do.
that's my
So Hirstag, you, and now you're right behind him. Pinwin, what are you going to do?
Hail of
going
Forks.
And that was a bonus action.
Okay.
So I
I'm
have
going.
one more thing I can do.
I'm going to cast Shatter at 3rd level.
Okay, so for my action, I'm going to do Thunder Wave.
Okay.
That's a Constitution save of 17.
Oh, that's the wrong dice. Where are my dice at?
What is a dice? I am losing my mind. This episode's brought to you by Chessex.
All right.
Proud
No.
sponsor.
Nordic Forge.
Sorry. This episode is brought to you by Nordic Track.
What is what is the AC
Tony
beat?
Little.
Or the safe?
Constitution 17.
So I just did a group roll. They don't save.
Okay.
All right.
Just
So I can
launch them
affect.
into the water.
I can affect. If there's a line of 3 of them right by the edge, I'm going to.
And there is.
Okay. So
Isn't
you
that going to
hear-
create a fuck ton of sound?
You hear a massive... We wanted to make sound anyway. You hear a massive, thunderous boom. And I do like a clap with my staff. And those 3 guys get shot off 10 feet into the water.
So did this happen right when Pinwin did Shatter?
Yep. So go ahead and
Wait, so those guys are in the water anyway?
wait.
Yeah.
This
Oh,
is
this
all
is
happening
happening at the same time.
simultaneously.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So what are you doing? You're casting Shatter. So what is the save for that?
Constitution 16.
You're gonna have to roll as well. I'm gonna do this separately.
I saved the fuck out of
Oh,
that.
good.
Does it do half damage if I save?
So only one of these guys saved.
A creature takes 3d8 thunder damage on a failed save, or half as much damage on a successful one.
Is it still
But it-
3d8
okay.
for 3rd level, though?
No, it's gonna be more.
It's 4d8 total.
Okay.
Okay, so roll 4d8.
Okay. Can I borrow some d8s,
About to take some
guys?
damage.
What kind of damage is it?
Do you need the 8?
It is... Yes, please. Thunder damage.
Oh, so that gets
Nice.
that gets halved even more for you.
Does my chest...
That it
Or just
you gives you
lightning
resistance.
and thunder? Or
Oh,
lightning?
Shit, I forgot they're 2 different things.
Are they?
Yes.
Oh.
Oh, so no, then no.
My thunder wave does thunder damage, but it is not lightning.
Okay, well,
it's
then
like a
So
sound.
this is gonna make a
it's a sound that
fuck ton of
damages
noise,
their
right?
ears and stuff.
Okay.
So
So yeah, you don't resist against that.
14 damage.
14 damage, so you
14
take 7.
thunder damage. Yeah.
Damn.
All right.
So as they're flying midair, they're like,
And it's a loud ringing noise.
So yeah,
Jesus.
there was like smack and then a ring, and 3 of the soldiers are wounded and in the water, and they just immediately sink. There's 2 that are hit by Pinwin's spell that you didn't push in,
They
and
don't get carried in the water. Isn't it like super rushing water?
yeah, but they're. What I'm saying is they don't even. You don't see them struggle. You just see them disappear
Oh,
in the water.
guys. Yeah, I felt kind of bad.
Yeah, I kind of wish we.
And
could've
you take a
told it
little
to
bit
go
of
away.
damage there, Hirstag.
Ow.
And Pinwin, now you can see Hirstag
okay.
out there.
I was
Gorbel, you doing
reckless.
anything? There's 2 guys left.
Are they in the water? Did they see what happened?
They're not in the water, but they're injured next to the river. And now they've seen their guys get pushed, and they watched them disappear below the depths. So we've got Gorbels. This is all happening simultaneously.
After I see this ridiculousness and see those 2 injured soldiers, I will shoot my crossbow.
Okay. You're gonna have to get a little closer. You have to run up, but you got speed sandals, so
Duh, I've got speed sandals.
so you can cover 60 feet there.
I run up and I shoot.
All right.
21.
Hits.
This is the weirdest surprise attack.
And they are surprised.
8.
8. All right. One soldier goes down. Takes the bolt right in the neck, and he just drops. You see him drop right in front of you, Hirstag.
And I shoot the other. Again,
20.
20.
Hits.
Man, I kind of feel bad with shooting people while they're down.
5.
5 damage. The other one takes a bolt and he like drops to one knee. Oh, fuck. Oh,
Just looking at him.
You do the creepy sideways head turn. Oh, please, God. Oh.
he reaches for his sword, but he realizes he doesn't have one, and so he takes like a weak swing at you, Hirstag.
So we're gonna do
And he
16.
There's no chance that he's hitting you with this. He very, very weakly just like, and at that point, you see another arrow.
Sorry, I moved it on accident, so I had to move it back.
You see it. I just wanted to pause if you were moving it, so it wouldn't be on there. You see another arrow. Get him right in the face, and he's down. Just
Nice.
and you can see that one of the gnomes like looks really shocked that he did it. He like looks around. Yes. But now, behind you, Hirstag, you turn because you can hear the clamor of many more soldiers rising up and seeing some sort of business going on right by the river.
Cut to me, Pidgey and Gimbal just pleasantly,
Yeah, you guys are just having a fun-ass little montage of, like, some of the rocks get chipped off, and you, like, throw them playfully at Gimbal, and he, like, giggles and, like, throws a few pebbles at you.
Let me tell you about my best friend.
I'm getting friends.
Yeah, so these guys are up and ready, and you're on their side of the river now, Hirstag.
Okay.
You guys can now see that these soldiers are up, and these ones have weapons. And there's a lot of them.
Do we get any turns yet, or
Well, I want to know what you want to do.
I would like to teleport back.
Okay. So, because they're like 100 feet away from you, so
And I'm not there.
you just disappear. And they can't even really see exactly what's going on in detail because all they know is there's loud noises, and then there was a form who may have just fallen into the river. So yeah, then you guys see Hirstag's back right next to you.
That hurt.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Communication.
You have a really
we probably
blasé
gotta
way of
do
being.
it.
That
I
hurt.
don't know. So, do we... I kind of want to try to maybe see if we can pretend that, like, I'm a god, and then try and see if we can get them to just run out on their own and just leave. Maybe? Do you want to do that?
What?
How would you? What?
Or we just kill him.
You're
Or we
bumping
just
the
kill him.
microphone.
But... Or we just kill him. I don't know.
What's so? I mean, they're running at us, so we won't have much time to come up with a plan.
Do they
But if
see
you
us?
if you can word that better, describe what your plan is in a short time.
What if I... What
like
if I
these guys
can-
are yeah.
Okay,
What?
They're still on the other side of the river.
Yes, and they're now moving towards you guys.
What if I could convince him to leave?
Can they see us?
You don't know.
Well, if you can try to convince them, go ahead. But I don't know if that. How's that gonna work? You can go ahead and try.
Yeah, show
Okay.
him, Pinwin.
Alright, I'm gonna cast Minor Illusion and have this big, thunderous voice saying, "Leave now or die." And it's, like, thundering, so hopefully echoing in the
okay.
cavern cast stuff.
So, Pinwin steps out and casts Minor Illusion, and this deep thunderous voice, "Leave now or die," just rattles the very cavern itself, and you see these guys just kind of stop and they're looking around and looking at each other. Who said that?
Your worst fucking nightmare, baby.
You gonna cast it again?
Yeah.
Okay. What are you gonna say?
Oh my gosh.
Time is of the essence.
Oh my god. The creator of the cave.
All right, so a voice responds, "The creator of the cave, Rangers, fucking Goldar." Now I need you to also roll deception.
Okay. Shit. Worst rolls. 17.
17. So you see 4 soldiers throw their weapons down. Fuck this! And take off running back down the other direction.
Nice.
Awesome.
There's still a decent selection of soldiers, but you remove 4.
Okay.
The rest of them are just kind of standing there confused, and you hear one kind of brave voice. Show yourself if you're such a powerful creator.
Oh, you could still do it. You could use minor illusion to show something.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Sorry. I just want a reminder that you can.
Yeah.
That's awesome, though. It'd be
Yep.
only be like a
Okay.
5-foot cube.
I'm going.
Well, like
going.
any human-sized thing.
yeah.
Could I cast like a waterfall and have a face in the waterfall?
If it's 5 foot,
Yep. Sure.
where are you going to put it?
5-foot face.
Okay.
I
would actually
actually
be.
kind of like it.
All right.
It'll be scary.
So a 5 foot
It's like the mummy.
waterfall of face.
Yeah.
Okay. So where are you casting it at?
I'll put it like on the edge of the water towards them. So
What's your range?
So
on
is
that?
it like a wave that pops up
yeah,
with a face in it?
that's what I was thinking.
That's scary.
on your side of the river or theirs?
Theirs.
You'll
Okay.
have to use that and prestidigitation to do the voice
Well, he just said show yourself.
Yeah.
Okay.
if
maybe,
you want to talk.
Or maybe like mid-river because it's 30 feet.
Okay, so you'll have
They'd
to.
still see it, right?
But you'll have to get up to the other side of the river in order to cast it if it's 30 feet.
I couldn't put it in the middle of the water
I'm
because the
pretty
water
sure
is
that
50
the-
feet and
that
we're
he
at the
could.
edge on the
You're
other
not.
side.
You're not at the edge. You guys are back. So you'd have to run forward and do it.
Okay.
Like
Can I
if you
try
get
and do
to
that
the-
and sneak?
Yeah, you can attempt to sneak and then do that. So yeah.
Okay, I'll do that.
All right.
Okay.
Whoa.
Okay.
So-
Yeah. You.
I rolled 20.
You guys just lose track of Pinwin. All of a sudden, he's just gone. And
when it's tearing shit up right now.
and Pinwin, you skirt around and you find like the perfect little spot in the darkness. You're taking full advantage of the fact that they need torches to see, so it's really dim on this side of the river. And you sneak all the way up to the edge of the river, and now you can cast it if you'd like.
Yep, I'll cast Minor Illusion.
Okay, so halfway across this river is this wave that rises up about 5 feet out, and these soldiers are slowly walking towards the river at this point, but they're transfixed by what is starting to appear. And then this monstrous face forms in the wavy waterfall. And do you want the face to be looking like any specific way, making any facial expression?
Looking towards them and looking like it's silently screaming.
So you guys see it jaw just hanging open, and you guys can only see this from the back, but it looks terrifying. Yeah, these guys, I'm going to go ahead and say that most of them are now fucking terrified. And about 10 of them drop their weapons and take off running, screaming, heading for the hills. The others are shaking and quivering right there. Are you gonna kill us?
I'm going to cast Minor Illusion again. Can I make the face?
I think what is that, a concentration spell?
I don't think so, but basically you can only do a sound or an image, but if you do prestidigitation, you could enhance your
that as
voice
well?
at the
Okay.
same time. Yeah.
Gorbel, do you have minor illusion?
No.
Okay.
She didn't like it.
Okay.
Like that.
Yep, then I'll cast Prestidigitation as well and make the voice say again, leave now or prepare to die.
Leave now or prepare to die.
And that does the trick. These guys take off running. They abandon all hope, and they just disappear. They dust it.
Nice job, Pinwin. That is how you. That is how you not kill stuff.
Yep. Okay, so sorry, guys. I know we brought our bows, and it could have been really cool, but
No. That was fucking awesome.
Wow.
Oh, thanks. I tried. Yeah, trying this like new thing where I'm trying not to kill people as much.
Well, that was bloody terrifying. I would have shat my own knickers if I had saw that.
I kind of
Language.
I kind of regret knocking those 3 guys off into the water now. We could have
You have
not
a
killed them.
problem with control of your bladder
Well,
and other things.
Well, don't kick a man while he's down. This is my cross
Why
to
will
bear.
you piss yourself?
I probably will. I might shat myself too. Depends on where you kick me. You kick me in the stomach, it's coming right out.
Shoot my knickers right off.
Oh, cute.
So, are there any soldiers left?
No.
Wow. You just one-manned that whole encounter.
So, do we all teleport over there and investigate, do you think? Or...
Do you guys want to go over there with me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I
Should
can
we
only
tell
teleport.
someone?
I can only teleport you 30 feet, so I'm going to have to make my sphere and carry us all over. So you will be engulfed in water for a little bit.
That's
I can
so
hold my breath.
cool.
It'll be fun.
It'll be
Brag
fun.
much.
One of the gnomes, though. I'm sorry, but I'm gonna have to leave you here for a little bit.
Oh.
Or both of you. Why don't you both stay here and keep each other company?
I don't want you peeing in the water bubble.
I'm not 100% sure why you're being so mean about it.
Water just turns yellow.
I was just being open and honest with you guys, and I guess I can't share anything.
You just met us.
Comrades in arms, though, aren't we?
Not yet.
Well, I didn't know
Hey.
there was a litmus test for it.
It is just fine to pee yourself. That is totally fine. In my book.
Hirstag is covered in his own bodily
You
fluids.
smell that?
Me. That ain't pear nectar.
Oh, wait. That is pear nectar.
All right.
All right, so
We're gonna get wet. I
He says
start.
with a wink.
Yep, I wink at her. I start swirling with my staff and
you
my
guys
hand.
see this orb forming made of water right above you.
Picture Dumbledore in that one Harry Potter movie that I've seen parts of, and
Harry
but
Potter
it,
and the
Jumping up and down,
Olympians.
so excited.
but it engulfs us, and I carry us across in this sphere of water.
So you guys are now in a water sphere. You guys smoothly float across the river and to the other side. Then when you're on the other side, is that when you disperse it?
Yep, and water goes everywhere.
So water slaps the stone and starts to flow back to the river. All right, you guys are now on the other side. Cut to To'marr. Go ahead and roll another intelligence check. 14. You guys have bound these together and picked up a decent amount of rock that you guys have in the interim have chipped away from the walls. So now there's just some rock, some jasper kind of mixed in. And
Is there one of the gnomes that I've taken more of a liking to? Like, which one is more laid back?
the most laid back one would definitely be Gimbal.
All right, so Pidgey's my new bro. I like a hard-working guy.
Kids.
Yeah.
I like them high strung.
So yeah, Pidgey and you are you're chumming with him. Yeah, go ahead and roll a. We'll just make this a friendship roll. Add your charisma modifier.
So 0. I'm not very likable. 15.
Oh, he's warming up to you pretty well. He admires your work ethic as well. So you guys are boys. Getting there anyway.
We're like racing, like
Yeah.
trying to put more stones in
Yeah.
the carts.
You got a little rivalry going here. He'll get a few more. You'll get a few more. It's like, oh, it's neck and neck, isn't it? Ah.
Check this out, and then I kick carry two really big ones at the same time and throw them in the carts.
He goes, well, check this out. And he flips a middle finger at you. You strong bastard. And then you guys laugh. But yeah, you guys have collected quite a bit.
All right, I mean, this might be good for now. I don't know how much we'll need. Hirstag can always get more for us later, so we should wheel this back to the main entry, main hall, or whatever.
Yeah, so you guys move it back there and get it all pushed in, and the fort. It's heavy work. Even, I mean, as strong as you are, you actually need all their help to move it because it's 4 massive carts full of rock. But you make it there. It's slow going, but you do. And now what do you want to do?
Who was the guy that had even drew the plans in the first place?
He wasn't named, but he was one of Quinn's little familiar helpers or
Well,
something.
I'll go try and round him up and Quinn while I'm at it.
Okay. What's your passive investigation?
16.
Okay. It takes you a few minutes to... You're starting to... You guys have been here a little bit now, you know, just about a half a day, but you're starting to see some familiar faces, and definitely enough to pick out one that you recognize, and you're able to eventually spot them kind of across the big cavern.
So I think we got a decent amount of stone over here. If you guys want to work your magic or whatever, I can help build what needs to be built, but...
Perfect. Let's
You guys
get started.
Familiar with the steam power or whatever it is.
Yeah,
so.
we've been drawing up some plans here, so let's get to work, fellas.
And a couple of gnomes like, yeah, let's get to work. And they rush
I like
over.
you guys. You're like the Amish. Tough workers.
Tough crowd too. That joke kills usually. And they start assembling things, pulling tools out of their belt, and they have a look on their face like you haven't seen since you've arrived. It looks like they actually feel confident about something.
I like to picture them having like an assembly line, like that. They're just like elves during Christmas making like
Yeah,
toys and shit.
they're like handing like one will say like wrench, and they'll pass it down, and then they've got like little pieces they're passing down and back and forth, and yeah, it's very organized.
I'm gonna try and take mental note of how they do stuff.
Okay.
To maybe like pick up on something, like if I want to efficiently build something.
Okay.
There's
yeah.
a skill we can add for that.
Yeah. For now, let's do. Let's use your roll it like perception for.
Oh, my passive perception's 19, so
Okay. Yeah. If you. Yeah.
they'll just continually watch them.
Yeah. You're just like entranced by how quick and efficient these guys are, and you're paying particular attention to them. All right.
Fucking Minecraft.
And they're literally crafting out of
In
a
a
mine
mine,
car. Yeah. All right, back to you guys. You guys are on the other side of the river now. What do you do?
That was really cool.
And the
Okay.
water disappears, so we're not actually wet.
Yeah.
Okay, so
We poke around
yeah,
and
investigate.
see what we can find.
All right, go ahead and do your investigation check.
Get out of my dice.
6.
15.
6.
Oh man.
So you guys don't see anything really wild. It's a pretty basic looking camp. Like it looks like there's some food there. Pinwin, you find several like small chests with dried food and stuff in there. There's some dried pineapple and
Aw, Smoochie's favorite.
but yeah, other than that, you Pinwin, you find 2 gold coins though.
Woo! Money.
But yeah, nothing weird. You guys find you two easily see the weapons that have been left behind. They're all just standard issue weapons. You do see some more bows and a lot more arrows.
I want to gather some arrows.
Okay, so you gather some arrows and put them in your quiver. We'll say you can get like 15.
Oh, wow.
For the weapons, like how good of quality are they?
They're
Sorry.
That's all right. I just didn't want to be talking if there's going to be noise.
Right.
They're of average quality. There's like literally made for soldiers' use. Nothing like super awesome. Like, these were handed out and made in a hasty fashion.
But they're not, like, broken or anything? Okay.
no.
I'll pick up whatever weapons I can carry.
Okay, there's 3 swords, there's a couple of hatchets, there's a pike, and, yeah, that's what you find on the ground.
3 swords, a couple hatchets, and a pike?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Could I find any arrows?
I mean, yeah, there's plenty of arrows for you to find.
Ooh, okay.
There's a decent selection of them.
Oh, selection?
Yeah, I mean, you have a lot of arrows in your quiver, so.
Okay.
But yeah, you want to grab more arrows? I mean,
Sure.
we're not really actually keeping track of arrows.
We're
but
not, thank God.
You grab a bunch.
Yeah. Okay, good.
You're stocked.
Never running out ever.
And instead of arrows, I'm going to retcon that you actually find bolts for crossbow. So
Would a pike be like a javelin?
I
it's
wanted
like a
arrows
spear.
to give to my friends
Well, you can take those too if you want, baby. It's up to you.
because I know a lot about crossbows.
Still unencumbered.
Good job. Being so strong. Strong-ass dwarf. All right, what do you guys want to do now that you're on the other side?
Well, we just investigated and we didn't come up with a whole lot.
I mean, I could barely see, so
Well, do you guys know why I asked you to go down there in the first place?
I thought
Did
we were
anybody
just
rate-
taking... We briefly talked. Like, I thought we were just coming here to take care of the enemies.
I don't know if I told anyone, but I mean, I wanted to clear out the enemies so we could use that exit to go around back toward the other.
Yeah, you said that out loud.
Okay,
Oh, you
I don't know
did?
if I said it
Oh,
to them
dude,
though.
yeah,
the
I don't
character.
remember that at all, but
So I mean, technically, you guys have done the thing you were supposed to do.
cool. Super cool.
So now what do you guys want to do?
Well, time to go swim in that bowl again. Can
Alright.
I run in the water orb like a gerbil?
Well, it's-
like in a wheel,
I mean, you can...
or does it just make you float? in
it controls... He's going to control...
Yeah, you're not... Like, you'd have to fight the water current to be able to move by yourself. But then you might fall out.
Oh, okay, then I won't do that. Never mind. Let's go.
Alright, huddle around.
All right.
Do my swirly ball. And
Foreman.
carry us over.
And bob back over.
Fine.
And then... water hits the ground again. So you guys are dry.
drenches the gnomes, but then it fades, dries up really quick.
All right, so you guys took care of business.
Yeah, 2 gold
Sure
and
did.
only 3 casualties. I think.
It's way better than normal.
Yeah.
So yeah, heading back?
yeah.
Okay, so you guys head back.
Good job, everybody.
And by the time you have arrived back, To'marr, you see as you walk in, To'marr is very seriously watching, like almost in a stalkerish sense, these gnomes just efficiently building and assembling this elongated structure. And they've even pulled those minecarts that you guys wrapped up, and they made that part of the structure as well.
Redlin, if you put spikes on that side, I think it'll be better.
I've
you got
seen
it,
this
you got
look
it.
on his face before.
And they start forming spikes and like almost locking them in. You guys have never seen fabrication like this before. They have a way of building things where they pre-plan, and then they're able to just like turn things in and use these tools to lock them in place. Like,
fun.
yeah. So
Could
it's
I
really
have been
interesting.
talking to them about work rag while they were building that?
Yeah, you could have been talking to them about work, correct?
Craig.
I don't know how receptive they're going to be, but let's.
Can I do like a religion check or something?
Yeah, do religion and then a persuasion. If your intent is to persuade them to believe.
Religion was 14.
Okay.
7 for persuasion.
So you're getting interrupted by... You're not even realizing it, though, because you're so entranced by how well they're working. It's such a fascinating thing to see that you start telling the story about Werkarag, but when you're in your attempt to tell the story, you keep pausing and watch them do something cool that you're like, oh shit, like, and so you'll go like 10 seconds. So you'll say something, pause for 10 seconds, then finish it, and you finish your story, and it's, you know what you're talking about. They can obviously tell you're very knowledgeable about the subject matter, but your storytelling style was you were too fascinated by them to really give it its what it needs. So they definitely heard it, but nobody was persuaded.
Okay.
And so you guys come up on this.
Does it have wheels?
It does.
That's so fun.
The wheels, actually, they're propelled by this thing they have, this gear thing.
He's very excited about this. He's been watching them.
Rory, show them how the wheels spin.
And so you see one of the gnomes like climb up, and you hear him like inside, and then the wheels start slowly moving, and the thing starts rolling forward.
Wow.
And then you hear
Whoa.
and it stops again.
That's impressive.
Is that magic?
Can I ride it?
No, it's not. It's actually science.
Can I get
What?
in? I'm gonna get in.
I don't know if I'd get in yet. We're trying to make it stable.
It is a very tempting thing. You might feel a very strong compulsion to still want to get in anyway.
Yeah, I'm doing
it's
it.
very cool.
I'm absolutely doing it.
So you guys, Pinwin like stops for a second, listens to what you have to say, and then climbs in. Go ahead and roll acrobatics.
If this is another portal situation, I am not dragging you out.
And Pinwin. How well?
Wait, am I gonna die?
No, sorry. I started saying it, but
A spike.
Did he kill somebody?
These are things you need to start thinking about.
what'd you get for acrobatics?
Acrobat. Oh, I forgot what I was rolling. 13?
13. So it's a little, it's all right. It's not the most graceful you could have ever have gotten into this thing, but it's not bad. Like you're
Shoving
like
through a bunch of gnomes?
You're like, let me through. And then you finally climb up and stand at the top with your hands on your hips.
Exactly. I do. That's great.
Yeah, and you feel very tall because this is like 8 feet off the ground now.
I'm so big! Look at me!
Pinwin, get down. What are you doing?
Sorry. It's just really fun.
You look very cool, but
Can you push it a little?
Looking good, man.
Move a little?
Rory,
Rory climbs back in, and it very slowly starts to roll forward.
Does it make any sound? Is there like a motor?
It's like a
It's
baby
actually pretty
toy
quiet.
that goes slightly.
But you hear like a very soft clicking sound, and then it stops again.
Is it like kind of slow right now?
Oh, it is like half a mile an hour, like it's
my
just
God.
barely moving.
I'm like
You
having the
move,
time of
like
my
6
life.
inches.
Yeah. Are my ankles still like hurt?
I mean, they're sore now, but they're a lot better.
Okay, good. Just checking.
You've had some rest in.
Yeah, I did. Okay. I'm like,
did you guys clear the way?
the whole time. Yeah.
And when you go, woo! Shadow, oh!
That wasn't a bad wolf sound.
Thanks, man.
Did you guys clear the way?
Yes.
Was that all we were supposed to do?
Yeah, we needed to clear the way so we can go out that exit, go around outside, and then cut off the other people at the other entrance.
We killed a lot fewer than normal.
I killed 3, but I don't think
Oh,
we got
well-
any more than that.
Oh, gee, Hirstag was like, oh, you're killing innocent civilians, and now he's killing people.
Well, I'm in the right group, I guess. But, yeah.
So they just ran away?
Pinwin took care of that whole thing.
Really?
Can I hear them up on my cart thing?
Yeah, you're not
We're like,
like
just a few
infinity
feet
up.
away.
Okay, so like, yep, that was fun. It was a thing. It was cool.
Tell them about your cool trick, Pinwin.
Made a water face, and it was like bleh.
That's a gross
You
understatement.
look over at Zyko, and he looks terrified.
I know, Psycho.
Wait, Zyko wasn't there.
He was with you, but
Yeah.
the recap,
But
he's
he's-
shocked by his description of a face going.
He basically made it sound like he was a deity and scared them all out of there.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, it was impressive.
Maybe we could do something similar with the other soldiers.
I also killed those 3 guys really spectacularly as well.
Okay,
But,
good
yeah,
for you.
mine was way less than Pinwin's. That was, wow.
I lean over to To'marr. Does this guy seem just like kind of braggy to you?
Well, suddenly, yeah. Like, it's more often now than it was. Gotta put him in his place.
Hirstag, more like Hirstbrag.
Oh, 5 experience.
Nice.
Well, I mean,
So now what, guys?
is there a good way for us to get across the river, or I
Is
still
that
haven't-
what you want to...
You guys could have made a boat in that time.
That wasn't the plan.
I know.
A rock
Sorry, that
boat.
wasn't in character. but-
So you need to get across the river?
We all do.
Oh. Yeah, I can
I
get...
mean, us as a group. We don't need all the gnomes coming with.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I can do that.
He has his water circle. His water circle goes across. It's really cool.
Will you be okay in that, To'marr?
In what?
In a water sphere?
I think so. I think it can handle a water sphere.
Okay, I mean, I've seen you around water before, is all.
Water and you
He just
are the
loses
best
his
of friends.
It's mostly just being on a boat. The ebbing and flowing of a boat on the ocean.
Do you know what
Kinda
causes
seems like
that?
a water boat to me.
Bobbing? Water.
We're talking about a sphere that's like it's spinning inside.
Yep, it'll be great
with water.
tomorrow. It'll be fine.
Nah, let's just let him see for himself.
Okay.
Tough
Okay.
guy over here.
Hey, Rory. Maybe we could combine efforts. Maybe we could move this to the other entrance where the other soldiers are. And, sort of push them towards something. Or, like, move them away from the entrance, if you understand what I'm saying.
He kind of regards you a little confusedly. Oh, what do you mean? You're going to have to explain it a bit better than that.
The other entrance that we were talking about with,
You're talking about the one with the fire elemental.
is that the fire elemental entrance?
Where there's a door and the soldiers are on the other side of the door.
Oh.
That one might be a bit hot for you all. We'd be fine, but...
Okay, well, we'll use this later then. We can use this afterwards. When we go to the actual town.
What is this contraption for?
It's basically a safe means of moving through people without getting, like, attacked.
For people.
You know, like a moving shelter.
Oh.
And as you look at it, you do see now that this looks like a very good place to protect yourself, but also safely move forward.
We could probably actually mount these carts to the back of this so some people can ride in it, like, while we move forward.
Well, we can get to work on that immediately if you'd like.
But, yeah. Just try and make sure that stray arrows can't fly in on the sides and get the people in the cart, if you know what I mean.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm on it.
Alright.
And they start to work again very efficiently.
Alright, well, let's go. Let's go back and scope out these other soldiers.
All right, so you guys...
Lead the way.
I'll lead the way.
All right. Turns her goggles on and she leads the way. And a few minutes later, To'marr, you see this expanse of river rushing turbulent. And you can see abandoned, hastily abandoned. So yeah, night you can see the abandoned tents and everything like that. And yeah, looks like a ghost town in here now.
Oh, wait. We already crossed over?
No, you can see it from the other side.
Oh, alright. Alright, so how do we do this?
Ready to roll?
You ready?
Can you carry everyone at once?
Lateral roll. Water roll.
Alright, let's do it.
All right. Start swirling the water around us.
And you haven't witnessed this before, To'marr, so you just see like this big orb starting to form in the air right above you.
And it
I nudge
sucks us
To'marr.
all up.
Yeah, and then you're all of a sudden inside of it. And there's just a swirling vortex of water all around you as you start moving forward.
Just guiding the sphere over the water. Then I'll hold it there for like a minute or so, just for fun.
Now there's puke going through the...
And the water disperses. You did good.
I shoulder check him.
That was fun. Let's do that again.
Minus the puke.
I can only carry 4.
What?
So Zyko's just waiting over there?
Could you go
All right,
back to get him?
retconning that.
We'll say that I teleported him. Wait, no, I couldn't do that.
Could you teleport yourself and then?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I sent them over in the sphere, and then I teleport myself.
Okay.
There we go.
Gotcha. All right.
I forgot that. Zyko
Are you
would
going
be
to
with us.
take the gnomes then?
No,
No.
the gnomes aren't coming right now.
Okay.
So you guys are now on the other side of the river.
That was uncomfortable.
Well,
Thought you'd
water.
like that.
Thought I'd get more used to that sort of thing by now. Alright, so we go out this entrance. We go around to where the other entrance is. And then we scope shit out. That's the plan for now. Nobody do anything crazy. Conjuring gods or anything. We scope it out. Then we talk it out. And then we act.
And then
And then we work it out.
So are we planning
Tug
on
it out.
like an attack?
Maybe. We'll see.
All right.
We'll talk it out.
We'll look and we'll talk. And then we'll, yeah.
Okay, let's scope it out.
Let's look. No,
go.
we'll look it out.
Let's go look
Talk.
look it out,
Looking it out.
scope it out, talk it out.
Act.
Work,
Act.
and then scope,
Wait,
and then back to work again.
No, look.
We
work?
act.
We're
Look,
working. I don't want to
somewhere
work.
we look. I'm looking right now.
We scope
Looking?
and we act.
I can see.
Just come
Scope.
on.
I'm confused.
I think we can figure it out as we go.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, where does figuring it out fit in?
Okay. So you guys head out through the exit, being, I'm assuming, extra sneaky.
Yeah.
You're assuming, huh?
You know what? How about
I wasn't
I
planning on
can-
it.
I was going to start shouting.
how about
Ba, 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 ba. Not even a real song. Just being loud for no reason.
how about I guess pass without a trace? Eh?
Do it.
How about
Eh?
it?
Okay. I'll do that. Yeah,
so you-
I'll just take out my loot.
Little harmonic sounds, and then
Maybe do a pose and
Okay, I'll strum my loot. Beep, boop, boop, boop. And then go.
and you guys are surrounded by a veil of shadows.
I like it.
it got dark in here.
All right. So
And I can still see.
I feel like a sneaky ninja.
You are a sneaky ninja, Hirstag.
I am now. I'm gonna pull my robe up a little bit so it covers my nose, and like a little
be funny
face
if you
mask.
used your beard.
Oh yeah. Tie it around the back. Yep.
So now Hirstag looks like a goof, but he's got his robe pulled up over his nose, much like an assassin might. And you guys head on forward.
All right, guys, let's go.
All right, so
But sneaky.
you guys make your way down the hallway,
Town.
walking fast, eating ass because I'm hungry.
Eat that booty like a grocery.
So you guys head down this pathway into the darkness, and it curves to your right, and you move very carefully and otherwise silently.
All right,
Yeah, once
so
you
we're
bat
being
my microphone around.
We're being really sneaky. I look like a ninja.
Yeah, so you guys are sneaking along. You curve right, and you can see up ahead light, torchlight, to be more specific.
Oh.
So not the exit.
But it still looks like cave everywhere.
We will.
Do we
Anyone
see
want
any
to snuff
people?
out that torch?
Yeah, prestidigitation.
Is that a spell slot?
No.
No, cantrip.
Good. I was like,
Well, you cannot actually see the source right now. You just see it hooking around.
Oh, just kidding.
You
what
do
a
know that
slutty ass torch.
fucking tease. Yeah, you can see you guys are scuttling along, and you come around the corner, and all you can see are soldiers about
for miles.
probably 100 soldiers ahead of you, extremely, extremely occupied by a large stone and wood door. They're probably 200 feet away from you. None of them have seen you.
So they're down the hallway. They're in the mine with us.
They're in the mine, and they're trying to crack open this large door. They're hitting it with a battering ram.
To get
Wait,
out?
So this isn't the same door they came in.
No.
Is this
off,
the door that
off in the
has-
distance, you can see another tunnel. You
I
can
wish we brought
surmise
a gnome
that's
with us.
where they may have come from.
Behind that door, is that where the fire elemental is?
Well, you haven't seen that door, but that is exactly what was described as a big door that they're on the other side of.
Well, I kind of
Wait,
hope
why
they
would
get
it?
through.
Why would it be there then? I don't understand. I thought that was on another, like an outside door.
Mm-mm, it's inside.
Why are they trying to get in there?
Because they stupid.
Maybe there's something in there we don't know about.
Like a fire elemental.
Well,
that
I
will
wasn't.
kill them.
Okay, I wasn't prepared for this. This is different.
So no one tried to leave the cave?
So there's like 100 of them.
Are they all those? Do they look like the ones that Pinwin scared away?
Some of them are, yeah. They're definitely a mix of Veldalinian and Rothian soldiers. You can see some hobgoblins in the mix as well. They're kind of keeping to themselves, but there's a butt-fuck ton of soldiers down
Maybe
here.
we should make the god of this cave bring
Convince them
wrath
to
down
leave?
on them.
I don't know how much that's gonna work with this many. There's got to be like a squad captain or something.
I could make the earth erupt, and then that might scare the shit out of them if Pinwin does a
How
voice.
close are they to getting through the door?
You can't tell from here, but they definitely are pounding. You can hear just... They must have just started because they weren't. It wasn't even making that noise as you guys were approaching, and you can hear them. So maybe you could surmise that possibly they feel like they're getting close.
I mean, if we just let them get through the door, wouldn't the fire elemental kill them all?
I mean, fire elementals aren't that strong. I don't think.
Do they look like they have like buckets of water?
You don't see any buckets of water.
Okay, what all do you guys have at your disposal? You're the magic-y guys. Maybe we could combine stuff to make it more convincing that they need to leave.
Got a little mage hand.
I could
I could go
literally
pinch.
destroy the ground that they're standing on.
How much?
Big boomy
A
voice.
big area.
Can you collapse the door they're trying to break into?
Well, I can definitely get through that door eventually if they're out of the way, but I'm talking about taking care of them without maybe having to fight all of them, because that's a lot. But
And we could convince him to stop fighting for the enemy?
there is a chance.
What
that
are they
the-
ramming the door with?
They've got this large makeshift battering ram. It looks like it's made out of the trunk of a tree.
If I erupt the earth, there's a chance that the tunnel will cave in on them.
Well, that's...
If you do that on the ground?
Yeah, it tears up the earth. It makes massive vibrations. If the tunnel isn't sturdy, it could bring it all down.
I don't know if we want to do that, though.
It's just an idea.
Instead, could you just, like, summon a bunch of loose rocks in the cave and have them lunge toward them?
No.
Can't make rocks move.
Well, if you guys all work together, you might be able to convince them that there's a god there doing something. Like if you use illusions and like tremors and stuff like
Let's
that.
see what we got here. I'm on Facebook.
Why are you on Facebook?
Hirstag trying to connect with some bitches.
Sliding into their DMs. This is the only DM you need to be sliding into. Me. Slide into me.
Hirstag.
I would say really the best thing I have for this situation as far as that, like scaring the piss out of them with that deity, would be the erupting earth.
But it could collapse.
Because it would
cave.
it would sound like, you know, the cave is alive and it wants them to leave.
As the battering ram keeps slamming in there, you can hear the soldiers shouting.
Shouting? What are they shouting?
You can't tell.
Right.
Can I look inspect the walls
You may.
to see
What are you looking for?
to see if they look like they're built in a way that will withstand the erupting earth?
I'll go ahead and investigate.
Did you ever get Phantasmal Force?
Oh, that's a 20.
Yeah,
Hell
that's
yeah.
not shit. That's
21.
shit.
You can
20.
you can see that there are sections of the cavern walls themselves that do look a bit weaker. This is one of the older sections of the cavern itself, and especially with the pounding they're doing, you can already see some cracks have started to form in some of the cavern walls.
Well, one way to make sure that they're taken care of and to keep them from coming through this way would be to seal it off. But
What
yes,
if we want to
there
use
is a
these
good
tunnels?
There is a good chance that the wall will cave in. We would have to clear it out. Otherwise, we could just fight them. But there's a lot.
I mean, I learned a thing or two about pyrotechnics and
Do we have a confusion
could
spell?
summon some fire.
Something that'll make them attack themselves. Anything like that.
Suggestion. I also have suggestion.
How many people does it affect?
Like old To'marr would just be casting wall of fire and shit, but old To'marr is
I
gone.
think just one creature.
Yeah, I miss old To'marr.
Yeah, I mean, don't really have many options here.
Yeah.
Maybe somebody could pose as one of the soldiers, like a higher up soldier, and convince them to leave.
That sounds like a Gorbel-y thing.
Well, I don't think I have enough equipment with me to put on a disguise, but I could do polymorph.
Weren't there?
That sounds like a good
That's not a bad
disguise.
idea. But weren't there? There were soldiers out there that were dead as we passed by.
Yeah.
And
yeah,
took
they were
their-
all a little thin-hipped.
And they took their stuff off. Oh, but yeah, they were.
There were a little bit of armor
Thin
sitting
hip,
around.
were they?
There were soldiers?
I mean, I
Where?
don't think I'm going to be able to fit into their clothes, To'marr.
Why?
I'm way taller.
They're humanoid.
Yeah, they're human men.
They're not gnomes. I mean, you should be able to. What do you want to polymorph though?
Myself into someone who they would recognize. So I look more convincing. Because I'm still going to look like this female half-orc.
How would you know
What about
what to shape into?
What about Gillavane or whatever? Gillavane?
Who?
She was in town.
Ooh, yeah.
So she
Yeah.
looked like a soldier but couldn't
Ah,
talk.
fuck.
Because we
New
could
form
totally.
can be any beast who's challenged.
All
right
right. You could turn one of the soldiers into a beast.
Why would you do that?
Yeah.
but
It
what-
might cause a panic, and they might all concentrate on the beast.
Yeah, but then what? There are still, 100 of them and
Wait a minute.
a few of us.
Polymorph, if you morph them, don't they take on the mind of the creature you morph them into?
Yeah, they keep their own personality, but they take the intelligence of the creature.
Well,
That'd be risky.
how dark is it in here?
There's torchlight and it's dim-ish, but there's a lot of light. On
Are
that
there
end.
soldiers actually holding torches?
No, they're in sconces around the wall,
How many of them are there?
like 100.
God, that's so many.
Do we have a way of turning those off? Putting
The
those out?
torches?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Prestidigitation.
If we can do that, then...
We'll be
do
at a
they
huge
look
disadvantage.
They look like humans, right?
But then I could
They're humans.
come...
Yeah, and there's some hobgoblins.
Does anybody remember how Jilvain speaks? I could use her voice and maybe lure them out.
I mean, you would probably remember how she speaks. You met her. I mean, my version of a very stern woman. So probably sounds like, I don't know, like an authoritative. Yeah.
You could just say how effective
Yeah.
she is at sounding like
Yeah,
Jilvain.
it
You don't
doesn't-
gotta be like,
Performance.
Yeah.
inflect like this, exactly.
Yeah,
Okay.
do that.
I'm going to sneak a little farther down, and I want somebody to snuff out those torches so they can't see me.
We can both do that.
Okay.
Let's see. I'm gonna give you guidance, so you can roll a d4 on your performance check with your roll. I will start snuffing out torches with Druidcraft.
And I will as well with Prestidigitation.
I'll do the right side.
Prestidigitation.
So it's suddenly becoming very dark in here.
So you're gonna snuff out all of the torches? Okay. So
Gorbel, can you cast that message spell real quick?
Oh, that's a good idea.
it's suddenly dark and you hear
The one that lets us talk to each other.
I have,
Telepathic bond?
oh, that's different.
And I'm gonna
There's
I'm gonna
a lot
talk to
of
them real
confusion.
quick in their heads with my goat ally Bill. I can conjure him around me in a 30-foot radius, and he can cause a distracting frenzy in in a field around me. So if anything goes to shit, just tell me, and I can just run into a group of them and start causing mayhem.
All right.
I'm going to
Loosen up these vocal cords. I'm going to go try to get them to get out of the cave.
Yeah.
Drink your honey water. That's what Beyonce does.
I'm gonna make a very light, creepy, whistly rush of wind that goes down the hallway.
As if to explain the fire going away.
Yeah.
Should I cast
All right, guys.
pyrotechnics and
You're
have
right.
smoke?
No.
Yes.
Just light them all on
Don't
fire.
light things up. I don't want them to see me.
I'll just show smoke.
Then you won't be able to see it.
Oh, that's right.
pitch
It's dark. Whoops, never mind.
That was some shitty wind sound.
Sorry.
Soldiers, we need to evacuate now.
Performance.
Yes.
Plus a d4.
Yeah. Oh, so that's gonna be good. That was in character.
30.
30.
Whoa.
You hear, Madam Gillivain? Madam Gillivain. Gillivain.
Get out now.
What's happening? You hear
Follow my
fucking
voice.
windy.
Let's go.
The cave is coming. The cave is coming alive. We need to escape now.
The cave is alive. Let's go.
It's a fucking god! I knew it!
It said that we've been fighting for
Pinwin,
evil.
make the god voice.
I make light rumbling sounds of the earth
Okay.
go down the hallway.
I'll cast. Was it Prestidigitation that did the voice?
Minor
Yep.
illusion.
Minor illusion. Okay.
Prestidigitation is voice, minor illusion is the
That's right.
image.
Okay,
Minor
so it was
illusion is both,
Prestidigitation.
dude.
But if you're going to use
Okay,
them both
anyway,
together...
I'll cast Minor Illusion with my thunderous booming voice and say, "You are fighting for evil. Drop your weapons forever. Stop fighting for this cause, and that's how you live."
Roll persuasion.
That's a little too specific.
Yeah, that's
Well-
a bit on the nose, don't you think?
that was a good roll.
Persuasion? Mm-hmm. So 23, yeah.
23. So, you hear a lot of cries of terror as your voice says that big long spiel you said, and and you do hear a couple of weapons hitting the ground, but mostly you hear terror. And it's probably not even the content of your message, but just the fact that there was a message and all this crazy shit's happening. And now your voice is sounding like sweet, like savior, like, and you're beckoning them to come towards you guys.
No,
You said
out
follow
of,
my voice.
Well, yeah, but I'm moving along.
Oh, you're sneaking around?
Yes.
Okay, gotcha. So you are snuck up and around, and now this column in the darkness and confusion, they're all pushing against each other, and they're trying to get out. And they're pushing and screaming and trying
Keep
to
it
get out.
orderly. Get out.
And they're like, and you just hear like hundreds of, or over 100 voices just like shouting and cursing and oathing, and they start piling into the staircase down this hallway and trying to exit. But it's a much smaller.
I think to everyone else, could we have kept this a bit calmer?
But there's a lot of confusion, a lot of
How
chaos.
wide is that
It's
area
about
they went through?
it's about 20 feet.
Oh, 20 feet.
20 feet wide, yeah. But there's a lot of them.
Are they all leaving, though?
It's hard to tell. They're all trying to, but there's kind of a jam there because they're all frantic and in the dark. And only some of them have dark vision because there are a lot of humans there. And so they're all just trying as best as they can. They're freaking the fuck out is what they're doing. And after a few moments, you can hear more screams as somebody seems to be getting trampled from underneath them. And you hear more screams as a fight breaks out, as people are trying to like tear past each other to escape from whatever is going on.
Everyone on your feet and get into formation now.
You're gonna roll persuasion.
I can't do a
I had disadvantage
rumbly
because
thing.
it's chaos. There we go.
14.
14. I mean, they definitely are trying to follow your voice, but it's their screams are way louder than your voice now. They're just trying to get to where they heard you coming from. So you hear a lot of cries of pain and stuff like that as people are trying stepping on other people, and yeah.
They failed the evacuation drills.
Yeah. But eventually they start jamming their way in, and they're all climbing down. Are you gonna stay in that hallway, or what are you gonna do?
I'm going to stay in that hallway and like try to encourage them to keep passing.
Okay. So you're gonna keep walking though?
No, I'm going to stay by that staircase you were just talking about.
Well, they're gonna go up the staircase, and there's a lot of them, and they're wedged in.
They can find their way out.
No, I'm saying you would be in a direct path of them. And
I can't be off to the side?
There's nowhere to be off to the side if you're there.
I mean, I guess that's where I am.
Are you gonna just keep walking to stay out of?
Are we all together, or
No, I went
No.
ahead.
Can you get out of the path? Like, they won't even notice you if they're all running away.
Yeah, but they're like that's a huge group going into a small hallway, a much smaller hallway. It's only 20 feet wide, so they're all pushed up against the walls and stuff like that as they're trying to escape.
But
It's
couldn't she
chaos.
have moved out of the fucking way as they're coming her way?
Well,
I've got my gogs on.
if you had your goggles on, they'd see exactly where you were. It's dark and they shine the light.
also you have dark vision?
Roll.
I mean, I'm going to try not to get trampled. That is a given.
How far away from? How far away is she from me? Just in case.
I mean, at this point, I would say 60 feet.
Perfect.
Perfect? Mm-hmm. Okay. The only way you can see of avoiding getting smashed is to continue to go back, like the way they're coming, to go that way as well.
Okay.
All right, so you head up the staircase, and you reach another hallway, and these guys are like still wedging their way around. This hallway is a lot wider, and it's still a cavernous hallway, but at the far, far end, maybe 1,000 feet down at the end, you can see light that might be outside.
Go towards the light.
Okay, and they are all climbing and scrambling to get up this staircase safely, and they're wedged against each other, and they come to the top as well. And do you want to keep going? Or?
No.
Well, I mean, you get out of the way then.
Yes.
Okay, now that this is much wider, it will be easier than it was, but you're still going to have to be very careful as these guys, it's still dark, so these guys can't see where they're going. And so as this group starts to ascend, you're going to have to try to dodge. And because the minute they see that light at the end, they're going to start booking. And that's exactly what they do. So they reach this plateau, and they all just start rushing as fast as possible to get to the end. I'll have you do an acrobatics check. 21. Okay, so as a big column of them rushes by, you're able to nimbly dodge, having just a little bit enough room to move out of the way, and more start coming through, and you're kind of weaving and stepping, and you watch as the column just keeps going. These people are terrified, and they're running, and they're running, and they're running, and eventually you're able to safely be behind this huge column of soldiers that are rushing down this stone hallway. You just hear their footsteps all the way down. And as you look at the ground, you can see that there are some more trampled soldiers. They are dead.
So they went up the stairs to the outside.
Yes, there's a long hallway.
So they're all up the stairs now?
Mm-hmm. The ones that aren't laying there injured or dead.
So is that the exit that you were talking about wanting to take out of here?
Yeah.
Okay, so I shouldn't keep it in.
No.
Because that'd be really scary if they were running up the stairs and then the stairs caved in on them. But
that's a little diabolical.
Okay.
I'm getting a little uncomfortable with some of these suggestions.
I think they are all very scared. They trampled their fellow soldiers to death.
I'll just shake the, just very lightly, like I was doing.
If we want to freak them out, we can take these soldiers that are already dead and mount their heads on pikes outside of the entrance. Like, that would freak me out from going in.
I was just talking about caving in the stone.
I mean,
you're talking
dead.
about doing stuff with their bodies.
Well, if you did stuff with the stone, you might have pulverized all.
Okay, I'm coming
I was
back.
talking about
and as you
carefully
descend
placing
the
it
stairs,
behind
you can see people like reaching out to you, and they're like smashed. They got like just their guts on the outside of their body.
All right, I'm gonna mercy kill everyone who looks like absolutely crushed.
It might take you a little bit, but you can definitely do that. So you start walking and just.
I'll hit one of them with my hammer.
Are you?
They aren't by us.
Yeah. Well, now some of them are in that room. Some of them that did get trampled, but they're a little bit away from you guys. But in that main section,
So all of them fell for this.
It's ironic
It's a
because
group
every
thing.
time I
It's
try
bullshit.
not to kill, so many people die. At least
how are you
one
killing
juggler.
them? You just stab them with your sword, or what
Yeah.
are you doing? Okay. Your wolf blood blade. Mm-hmm.
Definitely more survived than if we would have all fought them. I think that went pretty good.
So yeah, so you make your way. It takes you a little extra time because you're stabbing these guys to death. Mercy killing them, yes. But you eventually
I don't
see
think that
Gorbel
we have
step
enough
out of
healing
the.
balm to like reconstruct their trampled lower halves.
You eventually see Gorbel step out of the hallway.
Covered in blood.
Yeah, with just a frown on her face.
That was really fucked up, guys.
Well, they
we're-
just ran out of here, right? Well, oh, I see them.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean most of them ran out of here.
help me.
They were a lot.
I'll stab this one.
Thanks.
I'll hit them with my hammer.
Just overkill your.
Honestly, you guys, I'm kind of that capacity for killing today.
Should we
Well,
take a break and come back
I
tomorrow?
mean, there may be more killing very soon.
I just need a quick breather.
So we could probably take the machine out this way, unless we can't cross the little river with it. Maybe
How
we
large
can-
is the machine?
Maybe we can add a flotation
It's
device or
about
something.
8 foot tall and about 20 feet wide, or 20 feet long. Sorry.
Could we
probably
construct a bridge?
Be about the same size as a large creature, right?
Yeah.
I could move that with my watery sphere.
Cool.
Okay.
It'd just have to be sturdy enough to... Oh, I gotta get a character. It'd just have to be sturdy enough to not fall apart inside the sphere.
I think it's pretty sturdy.
Okay. Or we can build a bridge.
I mean, can we? I mean, they built that thing. They should be able to build a bridge. I guess we can ask him.
There probably should be a bridge there. Makes sense.
Unless there's some other way to get around.
Well, they said they normally take a different way.
Well, should we head back?
Should we head back? Should we try to see what's behind that door?
Should we go mount some heads or
Should we
something?
Go outside where there's like 100 soldiers that we didn't know were going to
I
be
think
there?
we should probably go outside real quick just to see what we have to look at, like, ahead of us. Because we still haven't even seen Roundfoottown.
Let's do the sneaky style.
Yeah.
I mean, we're still sneaky, so let's get our sneak on.
We're still passing without a trace, aren't we? It's 1 hour.
Yeah.
So.
It hasn't been an hour for sure. It's been like 5 minutes of chaos. All right. So as you guys make to go up the stairs, you're checking around to make sure that you don't see any more dead bodies that maybe Gorbel missed. You make your way up and you head down the hallway and make your way towards that light. You can see there are some more trampled soldiers in the hallway. They're alive because you didn't go that far down, but you can just pass them if you'd like. They don't look long for this world.
How large is the exit, like the door?
It's so when you get up close, you realize that there's another. It's like a slope that goes up, but the ceiling gets cut away at a certain point, so light is filtering in. But it is already about 60 feet above you. This hallway that you're walking down was actually, about 60 feet with the ceiling and 20 feet wide. So it was a pretty large hallway at that point.
Okay.
But as you go up towards the light, you guys can feel very, very cold air, and you can hear heavy winds, and you can see somewhere off in the distance snow being hurled around.
We sent them into a
that
snowstorm,
damn
so they're
blizzard.
dying anyway. God damn it.
Are you guys going to continue forward?
Yep.
All right.
Well, yeah.
So you guys head up the slope, and you crest, and you are... It's a little jarring at first, because you feel like you should be outside, but you look all around you, and it's tightly closed in. And then you look up, and you can see the entire city of Roundfoottown built into this basin, going hundreds of feet up, and you're at the very bottom. And you can see a rings all the way around you from the different levels of the city, and you're at the lowest level, but you can see different tiers, and it looks to be, even though it's snow-covered, it looks to be pretty specialized. Like, you can see 2 levels above you, looks like forge and different kinds of like engineering stuff and things that you've never even seen before. But imagine an entire city flipped inside out and dropped into a hole. That's how this place looks. And as you glance all the way up at the top of where the city is, you can see an airship perched precariously right at the lip of the city itself. And next to the clear up there, 1,000 feet, next to the airship, is a vaguely gyrating form, almost like dancing. And that's where we're going to pause for tonight.
So we're going to pause for the night.
That's where we're going to stop.
God damn it.
So, that was a good session. Good job in actually barely any combat at all. So for that encounter, let me pull this up here real fast.
7 million experience.
7 million experience. You're all level 500. Okay, for the first encounter, 7,400 experience points.
Jeez.
Which encounter?
The one, for them. So, not the one that you were involved in. And Pinwin, you're going to take an extra 500 experience.
Okay.
Your encounter of
Are you
helping
sure?
them engineer...
Are you sure 7,000? Because last time...
It's 7,400 plus an additional 500 for you.
Okay.
For your encounter with the engineers and spending time building something that has
Coming
not come
up with the whole idea and all that?
And all the planning, you can have 7,000 experience points. For the encounter in the cave, later on that just happened where all those soldiers were crushed. For everyone using their kind of specializations to all solve a problem, you guys can have an additional 3,000 experience points. Yeah. All right, what else do you guys need experience for?
Naming gnomes on the fly.
You're naming gnomes on the fly. I think you came up with 4 names, so you can have...
I think I came up with 5 names. Gimbal, Redlin, Rory, Pidgey. That might be it.
Pidgey's my favorite.
You can have 50 experience for each of those names.
We might need to bring Pidgey with us for healing a shit ton of people.
You can have 100 experience.
I also healed people.
You can have 100 experience.
Yay!
I did a real good voice.
You did a good voice.
Yeah.
75 experience. And for being trapped, you can have an additional 25.
Killing a bunch of wounded people.
Mercy killing them.
Yeah, you can for showing mercy and not just letting them die, at least not most of them, you can have 25 experience for that.
She also promised she would wait a beat before just up and killing people, and since I came up with a plan that was not killing people, she definitely waited a beat.
That's a really weird... I don't even know.
It.
5 experience, I guess? I don't know what I'm even listening to.
She didn't just up and kill people.
For not killing.
For not killing.
You have 10 experience.
For killing? I was the only one who killed. I don't want 1 experience.
She killed 2.
Yeah, I technically helped
crossbow.
with...
Oh, yeah.
Or with the shatter.
Sharing dwarf stories with Hirstag about the old ways they lived.
25 experience for that.
Being a water face god.
I already
pretty
gave you
cool.
500.
You did?
Yeah.
Okay,
that was
that
what,
was
the 500
included.
for...
Oh, that's right.
Which is a pretty baller
Yeah.
way of solving that problem.
That's like the most experience someone has got from just
I thought it was really cool.
imagination.
Okay.
How about trying to find out where the hell you have these spells hidden for me?
Oh.
By finding that mage guy.
Oh, okay.
In the
yeah.
book?
You can have 30 experience.
Cool.
Yeah. And did you put that other spell in the book?
I did.
The stick spell?
Oh, not the stick spell.
Okay.
I don't know what
that's
it's called.
I mean, he literally says on the thing how to summon a stick. Like,
What if that's like a super OP spell? Like you can like do a Groot and shoot a big branch through
Is
people?
the old
Yeah.
Groot and shoot.
Do you remember when I accepted a creepy twig from a very scary man in the woods and it
and then
kept
it
us
became
all
super
safe?
fucking useful. Yeah.
What if that was hers?
Well, I still have
we
the
don't
stick.
know. He wasn't there.
Don't get rid of that. You never know what's going to come.
I am not.
I mean, he's got that spell now, so we can just make another one.
It might come in handy.
You never know.
Maybe.
How about jumping in that contraption when To'marr told me not to?
10 experience.
Wait, are we getting experience for just doing the wrong thing?
Just doing any old thing that you can think of.
I mean, those to me, those count as like playing your character.
For me, pulling up my shirt to look like a ninja.
Yeah, that was cute.
You can have 2 experience points
I'm
for
not
that.
taking that.
Fine, I'll take it.
2 experience.
MVPC.
Yeah.
All right, guys, let's decide tonight's MVPC. Now, remember, this is the most valuable playing character, and you're voting for the person that you think in this session either did the coolest shit, deserves it the most, just for all-around badassery, or just whoever you really fucking feel like. And you just can't vote for yourself.
Was that for this whole week's worth of
this
episodes?
week's worth of episodes. Part 1 as well.
Okay.
I know who I'm voting for.
All right.
I do
Who
too.
are you voting for?
I am going to vote for Pinwin
Okay.
for a very creative solution to our river issue. And not because he climbed into that contraption.
Is anyone not voting for Pinwin?
Pinwin.
I can't vote for Pinwin.
Who are you voting for, Pinwin?
I'm going to vote for Gorbel because she taught me some of these spells that helped me, like, do this cool shit.
Aw.
Oh.
That didn't happen this session.
But I mean,
but is everybody else voting for Pinwin?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
Pinwin remembers where he came from.
I loved how I was like, why don't you explain the plan a little bit better? And then you were just like, fuck it, I'm just going to do it. And then it was like one of the most badass things that we've done.
Yeah, that was really good. So
was awesome.
take your additional 500 experience as the MVPC of tonight's session.
Good job, Pinwin.
And win.
yay! Cool.
For the
Do more
record,
cool shit like that.
I would have voted for To'marr just because.
Then give me 500 XP. You just
I
randomly
really liked
gave
his
Pinwin 500.
montages.
No, because my vote doesn't matter unless it's a tiebreaker.
But you already gave her 500 bonus XP earlier.
That's not how this works, man. You guys chose to give her more experience.
He also happened to get the MVP.
Yeah.
Why would you have voted for me?
Because
why?
they had no idea what to do with this scenario without Tomar's
Yeah.
input.
Yeah.
That's true.
Oh, yeah.
I'm the one who suggested most of that.
You pretty much just
But go ahead and take an extra 50 just for
I'm the idea boy!
from pity.
That's some bull crap.
Did he get
A
any
pity
points
fitty.
for his montage?
Can I get more?
You can have another 5 for pity fitty.
Woo. Well, I think most of us leveled up. So
I did.
next
Yep.
time you guys see us, we will be level 13.
Oh, lucky 13.
Whee!
And as always, guys, thanks for listening. We really appreciate it. Once again, like and subscribe, share on all your social media, follow Laugh at Our Jokes on Twitter, because that's all we have going for us right now is we try to be funny, and sometimes we are, but most of the time we're just crazy people talking into an empty room.
And you
So,
might just see some skin on our Twitter.
yeah.
That's an overpromise.
And hopefully under-deliver. But
Show them my grundle. Like, what the hell is that?
y'all like elbows? Check it.
Is that a wet closet? Thanks for listening.
Yeah, thanks for fucking listening, guys.
This is the D20 Syndicate. I am the host. Have a good night. God bless you all.
Remember, guys, this is the D20 Syndicate. I'm the real host and DM, and Tomar's dead. And his next rolled character is going to die painfully. His grundle's going to be chopped off.
I'm going to name him Seth.
Doesn't matter. But thanks for listening. And remember, guys, this is the D20 Syndicate podcast, where we go on adventures so you don't have to. Bye, guys.
Bye.